I'm Darren with Akshon Esports, back with another episode of Akshon Recap, the show where we highlight various ongoing stories within the Overwatch Esports community. For our first story of the day, it appears that Blizzard could potentially be looking to implement the May 3rd patch, which features the Hanzo update and Brigitte nerf, among other balance changes, as the patch for Stage 4 of the Overwatch League. While practicing Hanzo for Stage 4 and streaming, LA Valiant DPS player Agilities stated that Blizzard are in discussions with players and teams about the patch that the next stage will be played on.
Apparently Blizzard is in discussion with people about changing the patch, so it's going to be this current patch in Stage 4, which I really hope they do. But yeah, they're having a discussion right now, so I think that's a good sign that it's going to be changed.
Is the new Hanzo going to be in the Stage 4? Anko posted on Reddit, I think. There was some
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't they? Are they trying to kill the game? Like, we're the audience. We want spice. How
long did he have to practice with the new Hanzo? How many days did he have to practice with?
I only want to play the patch on online. That is my...
We will just have to wait for an official announcement from Blizzard, but there are only a few days to go before the start of Stage 4 this week, which gives teams even less time to prepare if Blizzard has indeed decided to swap patches partway over the course of the post-Stage 3 break. Over the weekend, a new North American champion for Overwatch contenders was crowned, with Fusion University emerging victorious at the LAN finals in Poland. While this should have been a cause for celebration, the spotlight was stolen as Blizzard has found themselves in the midst of yet another controversy. This time, the topic of potentially heavy-handed censorship is making headlines again, following the banning of Philadelphia Fusion's contenders team jersey. The team was informed leading up to their semi-finals match against Optic that they had been banned from wearing their own jersey due to the prominently displayed FU abbreviation, which had the potential to offend given its mainstream definition. In place of their jerseys, the 6 players instead wore black t-shirts for the rest of the event. Fusion University themselves point out a bit of hypocrisy on Blizzard's part to their ban of the uniform, as they noted that Overwatch itself features the BAMF abbreviation on McCree's belt buckle. The community was quick to side with Fusion on this matter, as the general consensus was that this was taking the censorship and attempt to build a family-friendly esports brand a bit too far. Even Monty tweeted that he had been wearing a BAMF belt occasionally during the Overwatch League broadcast and had not faced any repercussions. With the trophy in hand, the team didn't seem to dwell on this matter too much and decided to have a bit of fun with it, as they proudly wore the banned jerseys during a post-match dinner, among other humorous tweets such as this one featuring Drake. Philadelphia Fusion's CFO Joe Marsh tweeted the following 4-panel meme about the FU jerseys being banned. If you yourself are interested in picking up one of these banned jerseys, they're available on the Fusion Shopify store while quantities last. From Blizzard's perspective, it is understandable that they want to impress their investors and create an esports league with a reputation for being open to all age groups, but without the swearing and adult humor occasionally seen in other titles. So far, they have been adamant in removing anything that is generally considered to be non-family friendly. This has extended to the banning of certain emotes and words in the Overwatch League Twitch chat, which has already put some members of the community on edge. Banned things in chat include the Forzen Keck emote, any Pepe the Frog emotes, words such as sucks, racist, climax, and even the word hack, among others. Members of the community who have spoken out about this matter criticizing Blizzard's failure to embrace esports or Twitch culture include Slasher, who tweeted, quote, "Blizzard continues to misunderstand Twitch chat culture, gamer culture, internet culture, and more importantly, their own fans. These are memes and harmless, offensive words. Blizzard's actions in these areas make Overwatch League and Overwatch Esports look unfun and to some, a joke." It's important to note that of the words that people have found to be banned in the Overwatch League chat, it's believed that the overly harsh censorship could be in part due to lazy moderation on Blizzard's part, as the auto-moderator is likely on the highest setting, which would filter out such terms aside from words and emotes related to Pepe, which unfortunately has been used as a symbol by some members of the alt-right. On the topic of censorship, there are those who initially found that Blizzard and their supplier, Into the AM, have bizarrely let some word and number combinations that have a potential profane or defamatory meaning to slide through the filter when ordering a custom printed jersey back. Here are just a few examples. You can check them out yourselves in the store, although many of these have since been added to the list of things deemed inappropriate for printing. Although if a jersey fails Into the AM's review process, the buyer will be refunded. For our next story of the day, I just want to touch upon the confusion people had over the weekend regarding Sony and the Pink Mercy skin sales. Sony came under fire on social media yesterday after the company appeared in the eyes of the community to be taking a cut of the sales of the Pink Mercy skin being sold as a part of an effort to raise funds for the BCRF. Of the £13 purchase, Sony says it is donating £10 and 12 pence to charity, but the reasons for this difference are not very clear, with some assuming Sony were taking a cut of the revenue. There are others who believe that the missing money is from value-added tax. Sony has since issued statements to press stating that the company is not making any profit from the sales of the Overwatch Pink Mercy skin. Lastly, Dallas Fuel's Effect, who has been taking a break since mid-Stage 3 due to burnout, has stated in Twitch chat that he won't be playing in Stage 4. Fans were already concerned for his well-being as he had been making tweets that were a bit suicidal in nature and overall displaying his state of depression. Courtesy of a translation by Twitter user Gudam Chun, Effect's tweet from Friday reads, "I really think my life has failed. I've done all the bragging but accomplished nothing. I should really just die." He also had a follow-up tweet much earlier today. We have the rough translation thanks to this Twitter user, where he says, quote, "What about pro mindset? Are you guys going to be responsible if I hang myself? Let me rest with ease. Why so much hate? I'm just having a hard time." Effect's mental state has already been a bit delicate based on his tweets of reflection after each match, where he would shoulder the blame for the defeats and get upset at himself despite not being the primary factor for the Fuel's struggles. During his break, there were glimpses of hope for the player as he appeared happy at a PC Bang streaming, but it's unknown how well his recovery has been since returning to Korea. All we can do is hope for the best, but some believe that Effect is not long for the Dallas Fuel, and after sitting out Stage 4, could be picked up by a new team come Season 2. So that's it for this installment of Action Recap, but what do you have to say about any of these stories? What do you think of the whole Fusion University jersey scandal? Was it really worth banning, or is Blizzard being a bit too uptight about this whole thing of trying to maintain a family-friendly esports brand? On the other hand, what do you think about Blizzard's Twitch chat for the Overwatch League? Are they simply manually banning all these words, or is this the case of someone being a little sloppy and leaving an auto-moderator with too much power? And of course, do you think any of this moderation on Blizzard's end regarding jerseys and the actual Twitch culture of their chat is affecting the actual Overwatch League itself? Does it impact your enjoyment at all? As always, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share as it really helps out the channel quite a lot. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all of our content, and hit that bell to stay notified. This has been Darren from Action Esports, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.